Hello and welcome to the EDCI 568 Week 2 Tech Tool Playground Assignment. I'm going to talk about 9dots. 9dots, it's a coding program offered to students from kindergarten to 6th grade in the low-income elementaries across LA. Okay, so this is the main page. I'm actually using this program. If I can scroll down here, I want to show you. This is their main office, and this is right here, LA. You guys can see that's California, and this is okay. This is LA. This is I actually work for Compton Unified. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, there you go. This is Compton Unified. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 schools right here, and we're all receiving the 9dots program. Our students are actually doing really well. As you can see here, they are low-income elementaries across LA, and so we actually go in through ClassLink, and we go in through our app, and what we do, here's the app, 9dots. Our students also go, when it's their turn to go in, they have their own name, they have their own password, and they have their own everything right there. Let's see. Now, right away, as you guys can see, I have my 4 names there of students that I have to check in with. For some reason, they were either absent or something happened. They weren't paying attention, so they didn't do very well in one of the lessons. This is my dashboard, and so the next lesson would be lesson 4. So I have my lesson ready here for my students to do their activity. The next assignment would be lesson 5. I have the rest of the lessons here. I have my students. So if I click on students, then all my students appear, and their progress, their insights. Let's go to the lessons really quick. Here are the activities that they would be doing. The robot pop is, let's see, the robot pop is where they practice how to touch a robot with their clicker. And so basically what they're doing is they're practicing how to use the mouse. Here is the lesson plan. Let's click on the lesson plan so you guys can see how it looks. This is the lesson 4, and the lessons are actually really nice because it comes with the objective, summary, the agenda, materials, everything. Okay, so this is the agenda, everything that you have, the minutes, everything that you're going to do, and just the estimate of the time. The materials you need, standards. You have your motivator. You review what you've done in the past lessons, and the independent practice. It's what you're going to do right after you're done with your lesson. You reflect at the end and you celebrate. This is like one of the things that they love doing when you celebrate with them. The slideshow is their attention getter also. You have your slideshow, you're showing it to them as you're talking. Oh, here is the a robot pop. As they're touching it with the cursor, they pop. And this is just basically to get them practicing on moving the cursor, I'm moving the mouse. And I think the next one would be on clicking. So there they go. And then, we talk about what the computer is and the definition, the mouse. So 9 Docs shows the students and teaches them from the very start what, the very, very basic things, definitions on what a computer is, what it does, how to use it. Let's go on and see the lessons, the rest of the lessons. Okay, so I clicked myself out. Let me click myself back in. Let's go to lessons, and right here we can see all the lessons. So we can see we have using the computer, moving the cursor, clicking the mouse, scrolling up and down. Some of the students don't know how to do that in kindergarten. So this is what we're basically showing them. Kindergartners come in knowing absolutely nothing about computers, and some of them come in knowing, but so we can't take any chances, and we teach them all the same. So exploring pixel bots. Let's look at that one. Then we will look at invisible trash cans, the stepper tool. Let's look at that one really quick. Let's go to lesson plan. Let's look at the slideshow so you can take a look at what it's about. And here we go. So this is just basically a review on what the computer is, the trackpad for the laptops, mouse, cursor. Okay, this is when coding actually starts. So here you get to see the instructions right here. What do you notice? So this is when we introduce the penguin, where we tell it what to do. Here is the grid, and where we're going to give the goal. What do we want the penguin to do? This is where we work. And here is where we're putting the commands. Okay, we're right here, we're going to build, we're exploring the pixel box. So we're going to click the arrow direction blocks. Okay, so where do we want him to go? So depending on where we want the penguin to go, that's the blocks we're going to click on and put up on the side here. Clicking the paint block. This is painting. If you want to paint the square, this is the block to click on. But that is our goal. If that's your goal, then that's what you click on. And this is the run code. Once you click on that, then your penguin will move. It will do what you told him to do. Right here, you're clicking on run. It will do what it told you, what you told him to do, which is paint. Now, when you're done and you're absolutely sure, you click on check, and it brings out the robot to check your work. If the robot says you're done, then it will give you a medal. So there you are. So we teach them the arrows, right, left, up, down. We teach them the paint button, the check, and then the next. We'll go back. The last one, when we put everything together, that's the one that shows students putting everything together. Let's look at that one. And there you go. So after we've done all the lessons, everything comes together right here. All the buttons. Um, this one you start you start the instructions over. The trash can when you don't want one of the buttons where you put it in the trash can. Run, you check after you're absolutely sure. And then the rest, next. So let's see. What do you notice? Oh, the goal. This is what you want. This is what you have to do. So you have to tell the penguin to do this. How do you tell it? By using these buttons. So think about it. This is how you do it. So this is what coders do. They have to think ahead. And you go through it with them. So during their independent work, they go back to their computer and work on this on their own. Now remember, it says here there's an invisible trash can, and it will appear once you touch the one of the arrows. Here we have way too many arrows. It appears and you click on it and the arrow will disappear. Now here the white line will come back down here. You click on it and that's where the next command will be put. If it's up here and you click on one of the commands, it'll come up here. So you have to be careful. And we review. Always review. And let's see. Let's try one. Where are they? Let's try one. So you can see what students go through. Now here are the levels. Students start with level 1. It's very, very easy. Then once they pass that level, they go on to level 2, level 3, level 4, and eventually starts getting more and more challenging. Here, the goal is for the penguin to walk down the squares, get to this point, and paint it black. So coders, our students, need to think ahead and walk 1, 2, and then paint. Okay, so I always ask the students, and we've done many activities to where I have them stand on the floor and they do the same thing as the penguin where they walk down on squares that I put on the floor. So here the penguin has to walk once. It's already there, but what do you notice? Oh, the white line is up here. Let's bring it down here. So if he walks down, they check. Okay, so what do you need to do now? Oh, I need to walk one more time. Let's try it again. 1, 2. Okay, what can I do now? I need to paint it. Okay, let's try it again. See if you got it right. And I got it. I'm right. I think I am done. Okay, so let's bring in the robot to check your work. So now you click on check. And the robot says, I got it. Very good. So then they go on to the next one. And it goes on to number 5. And as you can see, it gives it a different position. So that's 9 dots for you. It's a lot of fun. Kids really have to think on this one sometimes. And they make a lot of mistakes, but that is part of growing.